I'm about to say something that's going to come to a shock to many of you that, might frighten some of you, but black people are real. I know it's a pretty crazy way to start this off, but the reason why I needed to say it and the reason why I started off like this is because of just news surrounding the series, the show, the game, the movie, the Umamusume, and just the stupidest discourse inhumanly conceivable is surrounding the game. And I know what you're wondering. Well, why are people mad? Why are people angry at Umamusume? Why are people getting up in arms about Umamusume? And it's simply just because of this new content, a new piece of information added to the universe, the Umamusume universe. Yeah, that's right. They added Black American Umamusumes. Um, if you just look at here, doesn't really look at like anything crazy in any way. It looks like they just added, new characters to the Umamusaverse, I guess is what they were calling it now. And you're not gonna believe it, but people are actually really mad about this. Now, a tweet that kind of summarizes the entire scenario that's going on comes about right here, where you have a bunch of just psychopathic people who are not from Japan, flipping their shit over the fact that black people could have possibly been added to Umamusume. Absolutely shocking, absolutely insane that we allowed such a tragic thing to happen while people who are actually Japanese are just saying like, hey, that's cool, that's awesome, we really like this, it's neat, it's fun. And like as it is with every single game media thing that adds like either a woman or a minority, people will get up in arms against it. So like one thing right here, I saw this tweet just talking about how happy they are that these new Umas got added into the game, into the Umamusaverse. I don't even know if it's in the game or the movie or the show or whatever. They're here. They're new characters. And that's really, something that's just fun to see. But in the replies to this tweet, you kind of just see how the worst people among us are reacting to this type of information. So you have stuff right here like this where like, come on, man, really, just like, why are you being racist to the black horses, the black Umamusumes, I guess? Why are you being racist to the black Umamusumes? Like, come on. What are you even doing? And now there were worse images and worse replies to this tweet celebrating, these new characters. That I'm not gonna show because one, they were AI generated. One person did AI generate them to be monkeys, which is unfortunate and absolutely terrible. But just, it was the most insane cesspool of just basement dwelling pieces of shit that you'll ever see. And it's just crazy how people are able to be this fucking stupid. And then apparently this person's trying to say that like, the West jumped in and said like, oh, it's racist to depict people as horses and stuff like that. Which, I don't know if you've looked at any of the things that I've shown. It's not really people saying, oh, it's racist to depict black people as horses. And more is just these tweets right here, who are from the West that are actually mad about this stuff being posted. So no one's really like, hey, we're mad that you depicted black people as horses. The only people who are mad are the racist people who said, they don't want black people in their horse game. It's kind of crazy. And like, this is a really funny account that I just found that you have to wonder how this person's life has developed to get them to get to this point where they have this type of Twitter account, where apparently they called this update mandatory diversity to follow the Japanese trend towards DEI. Like, what? And I don't know. And like, if you had the unfortunate thing like I did, where you clicked on this person's account, you would notice that they are one of the biggest gooners of all time. Like, I think the only time I saw them celebrating any sort of diversity is when in like a hentai game where like every woman was hot. So that was kind of an interesting experience to see, and something that I wish I would never have to see again. But yeah, these are the type of people that you're looking at who are actually like mad about the new Uma Musumes that they added into the game. And then one final thing that I saw that was really funny is just like this type of content is being created. Um, it's just crazy how this is the discourse that we're having over a horse girl racing game, over Uma Musume. The game that was making people joking about turning the horses into glue in the gacha game, and there's people and probably like one of the most effective ways of marketing for Japanese horse racing and the history of Japanese horse racing. And this is what it's devolved into, this stupid ass fucking discourse. And obviously, I'm kind of like getting held up and stuck on a thing that really does not matter in the long run. Like, obviously, the people who are getting mad at them adding black Umamusumes into Umamusume, it just completely does not matter in the long run. And additionally, I'm legitimately never interacted with any of Umamusume's content anyway. I think I was just there for all the memes. It was kind of funny. Like, and I think the most Umamusume adjacent content that I consumed is when I was liking those TikTok edits of the Denver Broncos and Umamusume's whenever like the Denver Broncos won. Because I thought it was pretty funny. I thought also just the entire hype around the horse girl racing game was kind of funny. But like I think the big thing you need to take away and think about this too, and just how irrational and stupid these people are about why they're complaining about black people being in the Umamusume game, is that they're kind of mad that like this is woke DEI and like it's just unnecessary for them to add black people into their game when this is a world and a universe in which there's like an Umamusume gene that turns people into like, these like and turns girls into these half like horse human hybrids that then they run around on the track in place of like real life horse racing. This is the universe that they're complaining about, diversity being and like there are horse girl hybrids in your movie, in your show or whatever, in your universe, and you're getting mad about different races being in it. And like it's just kind of really funny just how you look at it zoomed out and get the big picture of what the outrage is about, and you kind of have to like look at them and laugh, and just you have to be shocked that people are actually legitimately getting mad about this. But once again, it's the internet. People will find things to get mad about no matter what, no matter how stupid or dumb it may be. They'll find ways to get mad about it, and it's just our duty to watch them and laugh at them because what better things do we have to do in our life than laughing at the biggest losers on the internet? But yeah, that's what I got to say for today. Maybe I'll tap into Umamusume just out of spite of these people who are getting mad at Umamusume going woke. That's really all I got. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.